Postcards tell a story. Writing to someone is a unique way of conveying a message. The joy of receiving a postcard from someone is an emotional experience and cannot be put into words. The General Post Office of Yelahanka, Yella GPO, creates a bespoke postal service for the residents of SFS 208, a housing colony in Yelahanka New Town, Bangalore. Designing interactive postcards for the residents is our way of saying thank you and goodbye to this community that has housed us for over 25 years. The Postal Service introduces instances of play and exchange using postcards with the aim of revitalizing the community and creating a sense of togetherness. The service is built using a variety of exchange mechanisms that allow the postcards to travel through the community to create interactions between residents. These interactions enable the exchange of shared memories, family recipes, and plans in this version of the project. Making each postcard required a lengthy process. 6 different teams were involved in the making of each postcard. Before beginning to design a postcard, each of us needed to discuss and share ideas for the final product. Brainstorming and discussing even the finest of details took place at this stage. The illustrations team would begin by making multiple iterations of the ideas decided upon. The content team supplied articulate textual matter. The translations team translated this textual matter from English to Kannada. Logistics were always on their toes with their scooters ready to help all the other teams with any kind of requirements. The design team laid down every other team's output together and also works on the branding of this experiment. To function effectively, all teams were required to coordinate with one another. Once the postcards were designed, they had to be printed. Numerous selections were made regarding the type of paper that the postcards would be printed on, as well as where the production would take place. We also designed our own stamps and handmade them through lino cut. Each postcard then had to be cut and stamped individually. While designing the initial set of postcards, the group was very chaotic. Despite dividing ourselves into 6 teams to increase efficiency, there was disarray among the teams. Critical feedback and conscious effort solved these problems for us. When the postcards were ready, it was now time for delivery. We split up into 3 groups and mapped each group's route when the postcards were ready to be delivered. We went door to door in order for the postcards to reach every resident of the 208 colony. It was difficult to work out the logistics that could cater to a large community. Covering more than 150 homes and keeping a track of which ones were keen to participate and which ones weren't was quite exhausting. In the process, we came across some of the warmest people. Though some of the residents were not ecstatic by the thought of the activity, a lot of them were happy to interact with us. We had gotten emails from some mentioning how much they were willing to participate in the activity. Interacting with these residents in English and Kannada was what formed a sense of trust after the first round of delivery and collection. We learned more about the locals, their memories, and the history of Yelahanka while going to collect the postcards. We have now completed 3 rounds of delivery and collection of the postcards. The themes of the postcards were catered to the 208 community. It included the residents sharing a favorite memory of theirs in round 1, a sambar or payasam recipe in round 2, and specimens from their gardens in round 3.
Over the course of 3 weeks, we collected over 120 postcards from more than 150 different houses.
Although it was tiring to collect postcards until 8 p.m. almost every other day, we were elated after interacting with the residents and receiving their responses. Each postcard had a different story to tell, and we are glad to have gotten such a wonderful experience. It was truly a great experience and the best way of saying thank you to Yelahanka and its generous residents.
fill in the form.